Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Masterpiece Show. Tonight, we're going to have a very, very special guest on our show. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the most talented and awesome Tech students, Gustavo Campi. Gustavo, welcome to the Masterpiece Show.
Hi, everyone, and hi to the audience. Thanks for the opportunity to be here, sharing with you about my experience and about myself.
Thank you so much, Gustavo, for accepting this invitation. And well, before we start with this special show, let me tell you something important. Today, we are going to have the chance to talk to Gustavo, but at the same time, we are going to start our seventh season here on Masterpiece Show. So it's our pleasure to have special guests on our show. Well, so as I told you before, you see, there you are. Okay, tonight we're going to have the chance to talk to Gustavo Campi. Gustavo is a physicist, and currently he is a PhD fellow in Australia. Gustavo Campi is a former Tech student, and also he is the former president of the Computational Physics Club at Tech. So once again, Gustavo, welcome to the Masterpiece Show. Well, Gustavo, we're going to start this show, and we would like to tell us about your background. Tell us about where you are, or tell us about where you studied at primary school, secondary school, and what about your higher education?
Well, uh, just to make it quite simple, I studied my my school in Quevedo, since I'm from Quevedo, and a small school called Abdon Calderon. Also, my high school degree is in the same place, in the same educational provider. Um, my higher education, well, as you know, in Tech, I'm undergrad. I just finished my major last year. Um, well, in Tech, I did some extracurricular activities, such as you mentioned, former president of the Computational Physics Club. Also, I was an active member of the Rubik's Club, and also um, a former president of tennis club. I think that's Tech is a really good place because you can share time with the uh, such social activities and extracurricular activities, which has a really great impact in your background as a person and as a scientist as well. Um, sure. During my last year on my major, I just started to do some research about nanotechnology, the nano things. These small things. We make a lot of research in this field at Yachi Tech. I think that's one of the best fields you can do research on there in Ecuador in Yachi Tech, because its potential. specifically surface materials, or we can also call it as quantum tech. Now I'm just continuing my PhD studies in the same field, but from another perspective. Now I'm more experimental. Back in Tech, it was more theoretician. Okay, so, yeah.
Oh, wow, that sounds really, really interesting. Oh, thank you so much, Gustavo, for sharing with us part of your background. Wow, it's really, really nice to hear that a former Yachi Tech student is doing wonderful things around the world. But let me tell you something. Gustavo Campi is now in Australia. Yes, he is live from Australia. And let me tell you something. It's I forgot to mention that tonight we are live from Mexico. Yes, so we wanted to start this seventh season with two different countries actually, in Mexico and also in Australia. So well, it's really really cool to have a special guest from two different countries. Well, very good. So now, Gustavo, we would like to know a little bit more about this special scholar that you received to study in Australia. Can you tell us a little bit more about this special scholar that you received some months ago?
All right. I just applied. I think the last year around October. No, I'm sorry, about August. They just confirmed that I was accepted in October. It was kind of crazy because it was one day before my thesis dissertation. So I was really happy
What a
those days.
coincidence!
Yeah, what a coincidence. Um, I'm studying in the University of Queensland, which
Mhm.
is located in Brisbane City. It's uh, top 50 universities in the world according to QS ranking.
Wow,
Um,
sounds
yeah,
amazing.
it's such a good place to do research and to be. About this scholar, I just applied in their website. It's a scholar that I received from the School of Mathematics and Physics. So they have some financial help for financial support uh, for those kind of scholarships. So yeah, I just applied directly to a certain project, and just I'm here just doing research as a researcher. Yeah, they call it HDR. HDR. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got here. Yeah.
Wow. And well, I know that this show is going to be watched around the world, and I am completely sure that many Yachitech students or former Yachitech students are going to watch this show. So, can you tell us a little bit more about the process? Is it very hard to get this type of scholars or scholarship? Or what about the process? Or what is the most complex part of this process?
Well, I don't want to get too philosophical. Well, I will say like the process is every day since you're in
Hmm.
the major. Like if you're aiming to do a PhD, if you're aiming to have a master's degree, if you're aiming to have a scholarship, like when you're in the major is the important thing that you have to build some strengths like in those extracurricular activities, do research, try to publish papers, for example. I think that is a key part in the process, and that's why Yachi Tech students are so successful around the globe because, like, most of the students try to publish papers as an undergrad, and that's really huge because that's not really a common thing. And mostly all of the people I talk here is like impressed because that's not an unusual thing to do during a major during an undergrad. So I think that's the strength of Yachi Tech that everyone have to take advantage of. Also, the English. I think Yachi Tech has really good English teachers that that I mean are really good. That they teach you all the academic stuff you need to know in order to write. research, to do research, to have interviews and stuff. Also, what else I would say? The application process. It wasn't really hard. I think it's just like the time you have to spend reading everything, every line in the web pages when you want to apply to certain programs. Like just to make sure which are the requirements. For example, I think when you want to apply to a direct PhD without having a master's degree, the most important thing to take in mind is most of the requirements says something like uh, you need to be graduated with honors, bachelor with honors if you don't have a master's. But one important thing you have to take into account is that in other countries, undergrad just lasts 3 years, and in Yachitech it's 5 years.
That's
So
right.
also, almost all the students in Yachitech do a thesis, and doing a thesis as an undergrad is considered in other countries as an honors undergrad. It's not the fact of having like of having more than nine or having this summa cum laude, magna cum laude. So that's an sketchy thing and a small things that you have to take into account. What else? Another key part is when you want to apply for a PhD, you must hold C1 certification.
That's right.
And depending on
Okay.
the university, this grade may vary. For example, some universities just accept like really high English uh, grades because when you start to receive foreigners, some of them like have really high grades. Uh, Everything counts. Like in the application process, like they measure all this stuff and what makes the difference. I will say the thing that makes the difference is the if you do research as an undergrad and another important thing is the extracurricular activities you can do, and that's what it makes you different because uh, these people are all day accepting and denying people applications, but most of them they just see numbers. But if you can't tell more about yourself and like this human being touch, if you give them this human being touch and you show you that you deserve this opportunity, you worked really hard back in the days during major, you have some experience, this can make the difference. What is I would say another thing that was important and quite hard to up during my application, uh, having this C1 certificate. I took IELTS, so you gotta prepare for that, study, um, do mock test, all that stuff. But I would say Yachi Tech formation is really good at that. Like I think that the worst English and a student graduated from Yachi Tech can get is B2, and B2 is more than enough to get a master's degree and a master's degree scholarship as well. So that's my experience. That's my point of view. You want to know something else in more in detail?
All right, that's so good. Well, Gustavo Campi is a clear example of perseverance, yes, and hard work because he has demonstrated that everything is possible with perseverance and hard work. Congratulations once again, Gustavo. Oh, wow, it's really amazing to hear that our former Yachi Tech students are studying around the world. Wow, congratulations again. All
Thanks.
right.
Thanks very much.
My before we continue with our show, let me send special greetings to people who are watching the show right now. We want to send a special greetings to Alexis Almeida, and also we have here Abigail Ortega. Thank you so much. Luis Alejandro Ortiz, Mónica Or, Vanessa Fonte, Patricia Cargua, Mauricio Llanes. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Wow, remember that we are live from Australia and also from Mexico. And there you have the first comment by Luis Alejandro Ortiz. Very good, he says. Oh, thank you so much. And we have more messages for you, Gustavo. Wow, that's so nice and so kind from them. Well, before we continue with the next part, I really like to know, Gustavo, when did you discover your passion for physics?
That's
It's a tough question.
that's an interesting question. I remember when I was trying to find a higher education program back in high school. I just wanted to pursue a IT major, but once you're in Yachi Tech and you start to learning a lot of things. I remember spending most of the time on the library, just reading books, not specifically the books of my subject, just everything I wanted to. Like I consider myself as a really curious guy. I was reading a bunch of stuff like mathematics, physics, biology, and at a certain point, I just read the Feynman lectures. You know, this famous physicist, Richard Feynman, uh, and that's what pursued me.
Oh,
Also,
wow, that's good.
my interest in philosophy because physicists nowadays are considered like nowadays philosophers somehow, and somehow they connect philosophy and science.
Yes, that's right.
So I just had many questions about life, about human being, you know, who we are, where we are going, what we have to do, what we're gonna do as not as just myself, as society, as a whole group. I'm always thinking about this, about politics, and more crazy stuff in my mind. Like that's what kept my attention. Also, I needed a huge challenge, and it was a great challenge to pursue physics. But as Richard Feynman once said, it's not about talent; it's more about discipline and the work you put every day. Like if you start practicing and reading, at certain point you will become an expert. Or I'm not an expert. I don't consider myself as an expert, but at certain point you start to learn things. You know, yeah, that's pretty much of it.
Wow, I really like what you said. Wow, it's really amazing. Well, we have more special messages by Annie Chris. Thank you so much. She's sending lots of greetings for you. Well, Fernando has a question. I'm not sure, but I think that Gustavo took IELTS exam in Buckingham English Center. I don't know.
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
it's
It's
true.
100% true.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, Fernando, thank you so much for your question. And there you are. Yes, he took the IELTS exam there in that Buckingham English Center. Thank you, Fernando, for your question. And we have more special messages for you. Many blessings. You are an example to follow. That is what Vanessa Fonte says. Congratulations once again. Thank you so
Thanks.
much to all people who are watching the Masterpiece Show right now. Alexis Almeida, thank you so much. Silver Miss, Floristeria Pelileo, oh, thank you so much. Abigail Ortega, thank you. Also, we have here more people who are watching the Paticarwa, yes, Marlon Yanes also, yes, thank you so much. And remember that every 2 weeks we're going to have a special guest on the Masterpiece Show. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Gustavo, for sharing those special thoughts about physics. Wow, it's really amazing. Okay, well, and now it's time to continue. Now I'm going to show you two special pictures, and you're going to answer some questions, okay? All right, so it's time to continue. All right, well, wow, I really like this picture. Okay, Gustavo, why is this picture very special for you?
Well, because that picture just show. the most important cornerstones in my life and during my career, doing everything that are my parents because they supported me even when no one believed in me at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, at the very beginning. Because most of the people just say like, "Congratulations" once you achieve on a goal, but during the process, that's the real tough part.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I fail a lot at the beginning, they really supported me in
Mm-hmm.
somehow and in their way. Um, Also, this picture is also important for me because that picture I took it when I was leaving my country the last day. Also remind me a lot of things because
Mm-hmm.
I tried the impossible because also I was thinking about a bunch of crazy stuff because no one in my family before pursue a PhD or something like that or went to study postgraduate out abroad. So I had to do a lot of things to be able to be here. For example, I did a raffle. This kind of a giveaway, a funding campaign, which we call crowdfunding as well. It was also posted on LinkedIn, all social medias, all day trying to sell tickets in order to get the money to be able to pay uh, a lot of stuff because it's not cheap to be here.
That's
Let's
right.
be honest, it's really expensive. You gotta pay plane tickets. For example, the Australian visa is not a cheap one. It costs around 1.2k.
Wow.
So
It's very expensive.
it's real expensive. Like all these filters, and they use a probably the visa like in 3 days, which is a time record because they need researchers, they need people who study quantum technology. Uh, well, I consider myself as a really blessed person. I try to thank God every time I can. Like during this crowdfunding all this time, I was hoping to get a number of support, but at the end, I was really surprised how things went and how my goal. I mean, the last support I got was like the double as my basis goal I said at the beginning. So yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to God here, and I don't know if you have different beliefs. Thank to the universe, the causality, chaos. I don't know. Yeah, uh, but sure, and also that remembers me to all the support my family in general gave to me, like my closest relatives and all my relatives in all grades. I mean, that
Wow.
was something that I was really glad to experience. So I was happy of it. Finally made it to get to study abroad. This Yachitech dream. I think at certain point all Yachitech students dream about this because we are listening and we are hearing news from all former students doing PhD, doing masters, doing postdocs at the top universities in the world, and that hits different in your mind, in your brain. Like you start to thinking different as the norm. Yeah, you start to think, okay, I can do it. Of course, let's
That's
try it.
right.
The worst thing I can get is someone to say no to me. Okay, I need to try it. you know so that what this picture reminds me to me, like the support of my parents and all this experience I had in the previous in Ecuador. Also, it keeps my feet in the ground because
Mm-hmm.
it reminds me to my roots, because I'm not coming from a really privileged family. you know uh, For example, my mom is illiterate. Let's say she didn't went to school, to high school. So I just want to show, like, to my family uh, how I mean. what could happen? Like an example to follow. What could happen if you really try hard in your
Mm,
life? It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your background. If you can think about it, if you're willing to do something, you can get it. Yeah.
that's right. Wow, I really like your story. And let me tell you something, Gustavo. You are very blessed and you are very lucky to have a great family, because not all people have the privilege to have a great family like yours. So I
Right.
really got impressed about the story of your family, and it's important the support of our relatives, especially our parents. And as you mentioned before, it's really nice to hear that you come from a very low income family and you are the one who is studying abroad, who is studying very hard in another country, a PhD program. Wow, Gustavo, wow, you are a very amazing person. And somebody mentioned before in the comments, you are the mirror for the next generations. You are a great example to be followed. So, wow, once again, Gustavo, congratulations. We are very, very proud of you. Congratulations again. All
Thanks
right.
very much.
Well, now, Gustavo, let me show you the second picture. All right. And the question is, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
That picture.
Well, let me tell you that our production assistant decided to choose a very a picture in a random at random. So, and that was the picture that he chose. So, what about this picture, Gustavo?
That picture is such a nice such a nice. I mean, many things comes to my mind because back in those days I was already in Yachitech, and I went to Quito to attend my sister
Hmm.
graduation. She graduated as an economist. I think she was the first of my brothers, of my siblings to to have a major undergrad a degree. So I was really happy about it. I was really happy how she managed to survive to really tough situations of being abroad your city, in Quito, another place, and managed to finish the a degree. Also, I remember while while in the graduation ceremony, I was just I remember really clearly. I was studying chemistry. All the
Oh,
ceremony, I was studying chemistry because I'm really bad at chemistry. And one thing about Digitech is that you have to pass all these wide range subjects, all these topics, all this all this stuff as that you don't like if you don't like it, but you have to like if you want to be a scientist, you have to pass all these wide range on different fields,
hmm.
areas you have to study to become a scientist. I remember that I was studying chemistry during the ceremony. Well, also, we were really happy about her, and she at a certain point she was like she cleared the path for me. Like after that, I knew what path to take. Like I
Hmm.
knew
Okay.
that I wanted to study. Okay, and I was really happy to see her getting graduated. Then she started to work. Also, she supported me during my major for some time while my family was having trouble in their incomes. So I'm really happy. I feel really blessed of having her. I think she is the my closest relative. I think we have a really nice synergy, I guess. I'm always glad to visit her at Quito, Bali, and now I can't because I'm too far away from home. But she's a really good person, and she showed me that uh, you need to think out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to chip some things, you gotta think out of the box. Like I remember, she was working in on a place close to Quevedo, but at a certain point, she just wanted to go to Quito and pursue her dream. I thought it was a really crazy thing in the beginning, but
Oh, wow.
after some point,
Mm-hmm.
I started to to think and to accept the idea of, well, sometimes if you want, sometimes you want to have all your relatives close to you, but it's not what you want, it's not what your feelings want, it's what that person wants. Like if what each person, each heart, each mind has their own desires. So after that point, I just everyone who's close to me, I just desire the best for them, even though in the future they won't be with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just hope the best for everyone. Like if a person who's close to me is winning, I'm winning.
That's
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Really, really nice words from you. Congratulations again. And well, let me tell you that apparently she's watching the show. Apparently, I'm completely sure that all your family is watching this show tonight. Very good. Thank you so much, Gustavo, for sharing that important information with all of us. All right, Gustavo, now we are going to do something different. All right. Well, after these awesome pictures, now we have some special games that we're going to play with you. All right. Well, in the meantime, let me send special greetings to all people who are watching the show right now. Special greetings to Irene Guille. She's a very nice English teacher. Special greetings to Stalin Torres, Fernando. Thank you so much, Alexis Almeida. Thank you so much, Floristeria Pelileo. Thank you so much, Abigail Ortega. Thank you so much, Elenita Campi, Luis Alejandro Ortiz, Monica Or, Vanessa Fonte. Thank you so much for being part of the Masterpiece Show. And remember that if you want, you can leave your messages here and we will be projecting. Remember that we are live on Facebook and YouTube on the official channel of Andevisa Producciones. Thank you so much. Okay, so now just let me do something. Now we are going to play some games. All right, and let's see. Okay, so just a minute. I need to share the screen again. Okay. In the meantime, tell us about Australia. Is it very hot, as many people say?
I was expecting to be really hot. Uh, I remember, not that I mean, I was expecting it to be hot, not hot as Quevedo, but hot as Galapagos Islands. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this desert kind of hot, but it is not. Now we're in winter. The weather, well, the temperature is really similar to Quito. Like during the night, we can have 10
Mm-hmm.
degrees, 12 degrees Celsius.
Oh
And during the day,
wow.
we can have 20, 20, 23. Now it's started to getting warmer as we are starting to approach to summer, I think, which I think summer
Oh.
starts in August. So, so yeah, that's one thing I'm really surprised of.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the winter here is a bit cold,
Mm-hmm.
not too cold compared to Europe or
Mm-hmm.
or Japan or China or United States, but it's indeed kind of cold now.
Okay, well, interesting, interesting. All right, later we're going to continue talking about your experience in Australia. Now it's time to play. And as you can see on the screen, we have a wheel. This game is called the Curious Wheel. There you have a wheel with some questions. All right, I'm going to spin the wheel and then you are going to answer these questions. Okay, we are going to spin the wheel 3 times. So let's begin. Here we go. Okay, let's see. All right, Gustavo, which one do you prefer, summer or winter?
Okay, that's a nice question, and it depends on my mood. But if
Hmm.
I'm in Yachi Tech, I will prefer
Hmm.
winter. If
All
I'm
right.
in Ecuador in general, I might prefer winter because I like these nights when it's rainy, you're at home reading something, playing video games. It's quite comfortable to have this kind of weather. Here in Australia, I will also say winter because they told me summer is like high humidity and high temperature, like 30 degrees, 35 degrees, and humidity of 80%, 90%. That's a thermal sensation of 40. It's really high, really hot. Um,
Wow.
yeah, if I'm living in this part of the world, I will say that. But if I'm living like in, I don't know, Finland, hell no, I would say summer because
Of
you know
course.
there are many there are many variables. But
Yeah.
here where I am now, I prefer winter. I like it very much. It's really comfortable to also practice sports with this weather because it's not really rainy, but it's
Hmm.
cold. And
All right.
and then you can play. For example, the other day I went to play tennis, and it was really comfortable to not get too sweaty while playing. Yeah, that's an advantage of it. So I would say winter.
All right. Good. Very good. Okay. So now let's continue with our next question. Okay. Let's see. We're going to remove this, and here we go. All right. Let's see. Our second question is Gustavo, which one do you prefer? Listening to music or playing music?
Hmm. Listening to music. I'm not really a musician. I can
Mm-hmm.
play the drums, for example, but I'm not really good at it. And also, most of the time when I'm doing my things, going to the uni, playing video games, I'm listening to music. Also, taking a shower, I listen to music. Working out, so listening to music. Yeah,
All right. I think that many of us do the same.
but
All
but
right.
you're
Good.
a musician,
All right.
right?
Let's continue with the third question. Well, yeah, amateur musician, I could say. All right. Let's see. Let's see, Gustavo. All right. Let's see. And our next question is, which one do you prefer, dancing or singing more?
I prefer dancing rather than singing because
All right.
I consider myself as a terrible singer. I like to dance. Almost all kind of Latin music, I love to dance. Yeah.
And you should teach them how to dance danceable music such as salsa or merengue there in Australia. I'm completely sure that you are going to make lots of friends over there.
Yeah, at certain point,
All
I hope
right.
to go to these uh, places where they put Latin music and just start making some friends and meet new people. Yeah, it's such a nice idea to do in the future.
All right, all right. Perfect. So we are done with the Curious Wheel, and now it's time to play the second game. All right. Okay, this game is called. Okay, let's see. Just a minute. I think we need to share the screen again. Yeah, but in the meantime, Gustavo, what about kangaroos there in Australia?
Everyone asks me this. I'm not I haven't seen kangaroos yet because
Okay.
the only places I've been to is the city and the uni, which is close, relative close to the city. Uh, so I've not seen kangaroos yet, but people told me there are a lot of kangaroos in
Mhm.
wildlife and in some places like a zoo. But yeah, that's one thing I must do close, like to go to watch some kangaroos. Yeah.
Okay, you should. You should. All right, good, Gustavo. Now let's continue with our next game. This game is called Let Us Know because here we have 16 cards, and you are going to choose three cards, and each card has a question for you. Okay. Okay. Let's begin. So please choose one card, please. Which number?
Number 11.
Number 11. And here we go. All right. Okay. 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 All right. That was just like a extra point. Okay.
Okay.
Just another card, please.
Number 3.
Number three. And the question is, who is your favorite actor or actress?
Oh, this is a tough question for me because I don't watch that much movies,
Mm-hmm.
but also I'm really bad with names. I'm
Oh,
really bad with names.
wow.
I will
Or,
say
mhm.
this because my favorite movie is Matrix.
Okay. So maybe
Uh,
the characters
the main
or
character, Neo, I don't remember the name.
yeah, but you mean the main character of Matrix? Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Just
Yeah. Perfect. Good.
I think it's called Keanu Reeves. Yeah,
Oh wow. So
yeah.
that is your favorite actor. Okay. So let's continue. All right. Let's continue with the second card.
Okay. Number 2.
Number two, and the question is, what is your favorite word in English?
Mm, mm, my favorite word in English. Hmm. I would say pursue.
Uh huh. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that might
That's
be
good.
my favorite. Also, it's that's an interesting question because I mean each language
Mm-hmm.
has their own words and their own meaning. Sometimes you want to translate it, but it's not that straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
So pursue, it's an interesting word for me. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. All right. Let's continue now with our next card. Okay, let's choose the last card, please.
Mm, 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 mm. Number 9.
Number nine, and the question is, what is your favorite color and why?
Oh, I remember a lot when I was a kid. My favorite color was orange.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, now I have another favorite colors like both. I think are my favorites, orange and black.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that is a good combination of colors. So
yeah.
attractive, attractive
like
colors.
like black is quite more formal,
Mm-hmm.
and orange is quite the opposite. But yeah, I I,
All
I,
right.
I I really like both.
All right. Those
Like
are really good
yeah,
colors. Very
if I gotta
attractive.
choose an outfit, I will say black. If I gotta
Black.
choose like a theme on my devices, I always choose black. But
Yeah.
if I gotta buy other stuff, I will say orange. Yes,
Well, at least in terms of
yeah,
clothes, you know that the color black is the one that can match with the rest of the colors.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's that is the good point of the black color. All right, good, perfect. Let's okay. So thank you. We are going to go back to our presentation because now we have the last game. Okay, so let me see. What is it? What is it? What is it? Okay, we're going to go back over here. Okay, well, and now we have the last question. Okay, Gustavo, there you have nine numbers. Or okay, you are going to choose three numbers, and here you have to hide and reveal the hidden picture. Okay, I'm going to give you three clues in total, and then you will have to, well, you have to try to guess what is the name or the of the picture. Okay, yeah. So please, let's begin. Choose one number, please.
Number 7.
Number seven. All right. And the question is, this is one of the famous sports that demands strategy, patience. So, do you know?
Golf.
Golf. Wow. Wow, you did it at the first try. Yes, that's right. Very good, Gustavo. Yes,
Thanks.
this is one of the famous sports that demands strategy, patience. All right. And well, there you have. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. Wow, Gustavo, you did it at the first try. Very good. Excellent. Good job.
Such a
Perfect.
nice, elegant sport.
Yeah. Have you ever tried this sport?
I've never tried. I'm willing to in the future. I think it's quite expensive.
It is actually.
Oh, like I think only millionaires plays this sport, but it will be awesome to try it.
Oh yeah,
I will
yeah,
love it. Yeah,
yeah. But first of all, we have to get some budget to enter a private club.
yeah,
Probably that is the first step to be followed. But
totally agree.
anyway, yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, definitely, yeah. And as you mentioned before, just millionaires or rich people play this sport very, very often. Unfortunately, not all people can play this sport. And it is not because the sport is boring or difficult. I think it's because if we are talking in terms of economy, not all people had a lot of money to pay and enter
yeah.
a golf club to practice this sport. All right. Anyway, well, it's very, very
The,
interesting.
the only Yachi Tech students I've seen to play golf are those students who are in coast in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that place has everything, and everything for
Wow.
free. Such a
Okay.
nice place. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway. Okay, very good. We have finished with the games, and now it's time to continue with the last part of our presentation. Okay, so we're going to do something like this. Okay, now we want to see Gustavo closer. Okay, Gustavo. Now we have the final questions for you. Okay, so and here we go with the first question. Okay. Gustavo, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, I'm not sure about what I'm gonna do tomorrow. That's
Worse
an
in 10
answer I
years.
I always give when someone asks me about long term uh, goals or long term vision. I will say uh, probably in Ecuador. I would
Hmm.
love to work in Yachitec. I would love to live
Oh, wow.
in the
That's so good.
highest part of Ecuador. I'm in love with it. I mean, these places such as here has nice skyline views, but Yachitec view,
Hmm.
that's that's the most astonishing, gorgeous view I've seen in my life. I mean,
Yes, that's right.
getting to class every day and see all the volcanoes and all the green fields is such a great place to be. Um, so yeah, I will say that's the short answer.
Hmm.
I would like to be in Ecuador, but since Ecuador is too unpredictable,
Hmm.
uh,
It is.
sometimes it's unstable
Yeah,
politically, socially, economically. Um, well, it really depends on many factors, some variables, but I love it. I love Ecuadorian people. I love Ecuador. I'm sure of it. Like most of the time, I discuss this with my other Yachite colleagues. That they say I'm never be back in Ecuador. I say I need to be in Ecuador. That also reminds me when I was in migration, leaving Ecuador. The girl there asked me when you are returning, and I said I don't know. The future is uncertain,
that's right.
but I'm not probably in 2 years because I think Ecuadorians cannot live with a good encebollado. So
Believe me, believe
a
me.
good
And I try.
encebollado.
I'm here now in Mexico, but believe me, I miss Ecuadorian food a lot. I have tried some ceviche and other seafood dishes, but unfortunately, it's not the same. Oh, definitely, I miss Ecuadorian food, and I completely sure that you feel the same, Gustavo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said this even before leaving. Like,
That's right.
I'm going to miss encebollado, for example, hornado.
Oh wow, that's so
Yeah,
delicious. One of my
it's
favorite dishes.
it's both are so delicious. Like every time I could in Yachite, I was just willing to eat encebollado, to eat hornado, because Uh, a nice dish with fresh ingredients, as there are in Urkuki.
That's right.
Yeah, that's really really good. Really good Ecuadorian cuisine. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
quite delicious. All right. Well, Gustavo, our second question is: what country would you like to visit and why?
Oh, that's a nice question as well. If I want to study, if I want to, if I'm willing to pursue a postdoc, for example, my first choice uh, will be Germany.
Germany. Okay,
Yeah,
Germany.
Germany. Also, being in Europe, you can do a Euro trip, for example. So to start in Germany, but for a vacations or just to visit, I would say Thailand,
Oh wow.
Vietnam, or for example Hong Kong or Singapore, because those places are closer to here to Australia. So for a vacation, that would be like my best choice, the best choices I can make. Also, some of those countries, as an Ecuadorian, we don't require visa to go there. So yeah,
Wow, yes, yes, yes. Well, I hope you can visit those countries someday and very soon. Yes, 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 yes.
I hope
All
to
right.
as
Yes,
well. Yeah,
yes, yes. Just be positive, and all the positive things will go directly to you. Okay? Okay, everything.
I like that mantra. I
Oh,
like that. Yeah,
wow. Okay. Well, and now we have the last question for you. Okay, Gustavo, if you could make only three wishes, what would they be and why?
I like this question as well. Um, First, to see my parents again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's the first one, definitely. Uh, it's not the same just to do a video call with them. I want to see them again, like spend time with them. Yeah. The second wish I would like to say is um, to be able to see Ecuador into the development path again, to get involved in progress again. Again, I know Ecuador is really unstable. I hope all the situation will improve because it cannot be worse. So
That's right.
that's a positive view. Like if you're downstairs, the only path to follow is just start to climbing. Yeah.
That's
Uh,
right. I
uh,
really like.
so that's my
Right.
second wish because I really love Ecuador. Yeah. My last wish, which is not really common popular opinion, is just to not die quick due to global warming.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. No, it's a very you are a very eco-friendly person. Yeah.
Well, I'm a scientist. That's true. I have some friends who study this field of weather,
Hmm.
uh, physics. And every time they post in something like, "This is the hottest summer I ever experienced, and it's gonna be the coldest in my life."
Wow.
So also I've seen that here in the city, like people don't really care about global warming uh, uh, that much, and people in general. So I know that's an unreversible path we are going towards. So I just expect to not die because of that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, me neither. Okay, yeah, you are completely right. Okay, well, very good. Thank you so much, Gustavo, for this awesome interview. I truly enjoy it, and I am completely sure that the rest of our fans, the rest of the audience, enjoy it a lot as well. Well, before we close this awesome interview, just very fast. Thank you so much, Luis Alejandro. Yes, Ortiz. Well, he sent you lots of positive vibes for you, Gustavo. And also Maria Ortega. Cousin, you are the best. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
And
Kelsey.
also, Luis Alejandro says, congratulations, brother. Okay, good. We have greetings from Annie. Thank you so much, Annie Chris. Well, Fernando was asking you a question. You already answered the question. Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Fernando. Okay, many blessings. You are an example to follow. That is what Vanessa said. All right,
thanks.
Elena Campi. Congratulations, brother. Proud of you. Well, we all are very proud of you, Gustavo. And Gustavo Campi, you have a cousin that have the same name. Wow.
That's quite funny because my dad is also called Gustavo Campi, and my grandfather was also called
Oh,
Gustavo Campi, and my
your cousin
cousin is
as
also called
well.
Gustavo Campi.
Good. Well, he's also sending you lots of positive vibes. All right, thank you, Gustavo. Fernando says, "Congratulations! I hope your dreams come true, Gustavo." Thank you so much, Fernando. Anita
Thanks.
Campi says, "Congratulations, brother! Proud of you." Fernando says, "Good interview. Thank you so much, Fernando." Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Monica says, "My brother," and she sent you a nice heart. Thank you. Pati Carua, muchas bendiciones, padrino. Oh wow, this is one of the our fans, Pati Carua. Thank you so much, and Mauricio Yanes as well. Thank you so much. Wow, we want to send a special greetings to all of you, Mauricio and Pati. Thank you. And we have Elenita Campi, incredible uncle. Gustavo, thank you so much. Oh wow,
Thanks.
Gustavo, you have lots of fans. Ah, that's you. I see that your family um, is very special in your life. So wow, you again,
Yeah,
you're very lucky,
totally
very
true.
blessed to have a really great family in your life. Okay, Gustavo, before we close this session, if you want to send a special greetings to someone, or if you want to share a nice message with all of us, now it's
Well, first I want to share special greetings with everyone who was synchronizing this Andivisa Producciones. Also say thanks to you for the invitation, for having me here. It was such a pleasure for me to give this interview and share my experience with everyone. I hope some of my ideas kept their attention, somehow inspired them. Also, yeah, I want to say words like just believe in your dreams, even they seem impossible. Life is not about talent; it's more about discipline. Discipline is key for success. Yeah, just the last words, gracias totales. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gustavo, for this awesome interview. We truly enjoy it. Thank you so much. Okay, and thank you so much with our dear audience for being part of the Masterpiece Show. Remember that every 2 weeks we will be here on Andivisa Producciones at 7 p.m. So remember to show our next show at the same hour, at the same time, on the same channel. All right. Thank you so much, Gustavo. And thank you so much to the whole audience who was watching this show. Thank you so much. Gustavo, thank you so much. We send you the positive vibes for you, and we are completely sure that you are going to do the best and you are going to achieve all your goals. Congratulations, and we will see you very soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mauricio.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Mauricio. Blessings.
Thank you so much, too.